Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting anime review with your host, Captain Anime 92. I did mention I was going to do this video last night. Ooh, excuse me. But I was a little bit tired, so I didn't really get a chance to get around to it. So today will mark the first day of my new project for my anime movie review series. And today I am proud to be reviewing a movie that I've been wanting to watch for quite some time. Like I said, I now have access to HBO Max. So it's a Studio Ghibli film. There's quite a few on there. And there's one that I've been wanting to get around to for quite a while. It's called Up on Poppy Hill. It's actually made by Goro Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki's son. And if I happen to pronounce that name wrong, I do apologize. Please don't hurt me. And yeah, that's where we're going to start with, of course, the story, which begins in a small little harbor town that takes place in the late 1960s, sometime after World War II, with our main protagonist, Yumi, whose father was a sailor and was part of the Korean War. And his cargo ship hit a mine and sank. And every day, she always raised up these signal flags because her father taught her, and she did this so every day her father knows that she's there. And even after the fact, she still did it in hopes that her father will still come home or that someone will see these flags. And that's where another one of our main characters comes in, Shun. He has this very charismatic, very courageous, very brave, spirited character. I like him a lot. He meets her in the most interesting, kind of funny, spectacular way, and from there on, the kind of begins this sort of friendship, which slowly over time develops into a romance. And as she gets to know Shun, she helps him with preserving this clubhouse, which is on the side of the school to the community. They consider it an eyesore, but to a lot of the students, mainly the boys, they consider it a national landmark because it's rich in culture and history, and it means a lot to them. And a lot of their clubs, including the newspaper club, actually is in that clubhouse. And she helps Shun with the newspaper to help get the word out, to keep the clubhouse from being torn down. And she comes with the idea of involving the rest of the student body to help her to preserve it, to remodel it, renovate it, make it new, breathe life into it, to show that it's something worth preserving, that it's something to cherish. And that's what I really like about this movie. It has a lot of heart. I love the passion, the drive of all these characters. It's a really upbeat, feel-good kind of story. I love the cast of characters. There's a good amount of cast. It's the music, the animation quality. It very much feels like a good old traditional Studio Ghibli film. And I like the relationship between Shun and Yumi even more so because after her father passed away, her mother went to America to study medicine to be a doctor, so she lives in her grandmother's boarding house with her and a couple other residents. And she does a lot of the housework and the cleaning and the cooking. But after meeting Shun, she finally has a reason to do something for herself, for her personally. Something that she can take pride in and show passion for. And I like that. And you get to see her character kind of grow along with June and the rest of the school as they work really hard on the clubhouse. And there's also another major reason as to why Shun is very important. And as of right here, I'm going to say this right here. There's going to be spoilers. So for those of you who have not seen the movie, please pause it, go ahead, watch it. And those of you who have seen the movie, I'm going to continue because there's this photograph that Yumi has of her father, and there's two other men in the picture. And she comes to find out through Shun, from what he believed, that the man in the photo that was her father was also his father. But as the movie goes on, that's not entirely the case. The other men, one of the other men in the picture, was actually Shun's biological father. He died before the events of the Korean War, and Umi's father took him in, but her mother wasn't able to raise him, so they gave him to one of her father's dearest friends. And the initial finding is out about when he thought that they share the same father. It was kind of heartbreaking to me because you can see that the characters really started to like each other. They really cared about one another. They started to love one another. And both each other helping each other out with this project and how much it meant to them. It was kind of hard because you really wanted to work out. So when you find out that actually it's they're friends, her father and his father are actually friends, they learn that they can continue seeing each other, continue the romance, continue that relationship. So I felt like it had a pretty good ending. It felt up pretty nicely. I felt like it was a big turnaround from Goro's previous work, Tales of Ursi. I didn't really care for that one as much as this movie itself because it was a lot more dark, gritty. It was kind of hard to follow, and the message wasn't very clear. And I like this one because it definitely fits more in the traditional style of the Ghibli movie, the soundtrack, the art, the style. And I liked how in this movie it was considered like a period piece, much like Grave of the Fireflies. So it was a little different than some of his other works, and especially since this was his son doing the movie instead. But I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I thought it was great. I highly recommend it to anyone who is a big fan of Studio Ghibli and Miyazaki's work. And that's it. So don't forget to continue to support my channel. Starting next Wednesday, that's when I'm going to have my movie reviews on. I say that because it was supposed to be yesterday, not today. So from here on out, I'm going to be bringing you more movie reviews on Wednesdays. And of course, every Thursday and Friday, I'm going to keep doing my anime reviews. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my TikTok channel. I have the link put up in my other video if you want to look at it. I also have my Instagram and my YouTube channel linked in there. So please check it out if you want funny, goofy content, also, or just if you want something to do, whatever, so don't forget to tell your friends, your family, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have a pleasant day, and peace.